So picture this. You're taking a nap on top of the playground, middle of the night. And then the new sprinklers come on, a different pattern. And all of a sudden you're getting soaked up there. Like 3 different sprinklers are hitting you in rotation. Then I had to grab all my stuff, dropped a bunch of stuff, had to do a couple trips because my hands were full. Then I came here. Just slept on top of this. But that sucks, getting awakened by sprinklers. It's traumatizing. It was so cold. It was so cold. I was so pissed. I'm on Scenic Road 12. And look at this road. Did they blow up a chunk of this big rock just to make the road? Or was there always like a little valley between it? I don't know. Whew. Let's go. Ready for the day. 9:30 a.m. Let's get it, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We already know it's gonna be a good next couple of days riding on this road. I don't know about good, but I know it's Woo! Look at these mountains. I'm in Utah, baby. I've been in Utah like a while, but I feel like I'm really up in here now. My homie Danny wasn't lying. He said 12 was one of the best roads he's been on. And I haven't been on it too long, but I could tell it's going to be great. I think some rivers here. It's kind of dried up, but still some flowing water. Wow, this whole area is like national park level scenery. In my opinion, these mountains and hills look cool, super cool. I think Utah has been the driest state in terms of everything. Is that a fact? Oh gosh, look at that climb ahead. At least it's beautiful scenery. I don't mind climbing so much when I can look around at all this. That was a scenic climb. Well, I'm still climbing it, but wow. Well, this sign says I've reached the summit, and I think it's a downhill, I think 18 miles or so to Escalante, the next town, where I had some extra cleats shipped to, even though I don't need them no more right now because I had a friend who gave me these I met in the road. Wait, where did I meet Shaw?
Your bike was messed up on the your derailleur.
Oh yeah, you guys rode up on me.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, I'm recording right now. Yeah, these guys helped me when like I was having like derail, like I'm still having kind of issues, but I could get into that. I was getting into the second to last gear pretty fine. It's a 360 camera, so like it's,
okay,
it's
cool.
recording everything. Wow, yeah, that's a great view.
Yeah.
Where y'all heading to next?
We're heading home. We were just in Escalante last night.
Cool.
Yeah. How's the riding?
It was fun. It's super nice road. This road is awesome.
Smooth and everything. Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
just the scenery.
Oh,
Like,
for sure. I've been dying to do that ride. I mean, this is so nice. Not too sketchy with the cars going by. It just
no,
it is.
This is a quiet road in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't got much shoulder, but like,
yeah.
still
Not
quiet.
a lot of traffic either. Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I ran into y'all again. What were your names again?
Adam and Stephanie.
Adam and Stephanie. Wow, y'all remembered my name. I feel bad.
No, it's easy to remember your name. We didn't do anything special. You did.
Yeah, well, y'all helped me out. That's special.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. So, shout out to Adam and Stephanie. Look, this man just left me some money. I don't even know how much it is right now. And he left a beer. He had a beer too. But I seen them 2 days ago when I was having issues with my shifting on that trail before you get to Bryce National Park area. And they passed by and offered help. It was a couple, Stephanie and Adam. And so yeah, I accepted his help, and he actually got me shifting into another bigger gear. Not the biggest gear, but he helped a little bit. And then just a whole 2 days later, after I already enjoyed Bryce, I'm still having some shifting issues. I get to the top of this with a great view, and they were just here hanging out. And they were like, "Hey, Christian." I'm like, "Wait, who's this?" I meet so many people. Like, wait, where did I meet y'all again? You were having shifting issues yesterday. And then I remembered immediately. And then, yeah, we just hung out here. They offered a beer. I got some drone shots. And wow, he actually gave me some money. That's crazy. I guess we'll count it up now since they were gone. Ooh, my boy. That's gonna go straight to some food. Some good food. We eating good today. I guess I give off broke vibes. So they say this is the last explored part of the continental US. There's some bad lands. Some harsh landscapes. No wonder it was hard to cross and explore. Out here. Oh, a little swervage, but it's all good. These roads are pretty quiet. Woo! Utah, I approve of you. Look at these landscapes. Hey cows, how y'all doing? Dang, I'm about to descend that way, but the road goes on over that way. It's a cool ass descent. Oh wow. something. I'm on Mars. What is this? Oh! Where the fuck am I, dude? This place is unreal. Look at this place, dude. It's literally Mars. This is how Mars is gonna look after Elon Musk pays a fucking road through it. It's gonna be the fucking first road through Mars. There's water. Wow, what a descent. That was unlike any other scenery. Holy crap. GoPro, stop recording. Look at that beautiful stream out here on Mars. I didn't know there was a river here in Mars. I think my camera ran out of memory on that last descent. I didn't get most of that sick descent. But look at this place. Gosh, it's beautiful. Resting in a cave. That sun's gonna lower soon though, and I won't have no more shade. Guess I would have to leave then. I hope a mountain lion doesn't live here. I'm just intruding. Look at this, a whole ceiling and all. It's so crazy how this is made. Yeah, so this camera is a 360 camera. It could see a good amount of stuff around.
That's awesome.
So I'm at Paxton at that overlook that you guys just seen, and yeah, he invited me to his place so I could get some good rest, which is pretty nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
You said it's in Boulder?
Yeah.
How far is Boulder?
Probably about 8, 9, 10 miles away right now.
Okay, that's not that bad. Thank you though, I appreciate it. I do need to charge my stuff, take a shower, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, for sure.
The unexpected ones are the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going on 12 all the way through Capitol Reef.
Yep.
But then I'm gonna head down towards, like, I think 12 goes through Glen Canyon for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's come out in landing area.
Yep.
Then go back up towards Arches.
Nice. Yeah, because you're going to be going through Haynesville. Because you're going to be on, I think it's 93 or 96 going down. And it is nice because you're going to cross Lake Powell. And that's pretty.
Cool bike. Is there a lot of trails around here? Yeah, I bet there is. No?
No, it's not a very developed place. Even the trails that you'll find on the mountain, they like disappear during part of the season because they don't get that much traffic.
So that's what you were on? Those type of trails?
I was on dirt roads, 4-wheel drive roads.
Oh wow.
I was never on a trail.
Was it hard?
Yeah. Yeah, there were sections that were pretty challenging.
Oh wow. Thank you. Boulder.
That view coming into town is something else.
Yeah, I'm jealous. You live in a beautiful place. Or have a house here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't pedal right now. Oh, well, now I can. Ooh, 17. Haha, it went slower. Was that the park over there?
It's a little bit dropping in, so
Be careful.
that should be good.
Was that the park we passed by?
State park?
No, like I seen like a pavilion with a bunch of picnic tables.
Yeah.
That's like where I usually sleep in a lot of places. Last night I got woken up by sprinklers.
I hate that, yeah.
Thank you. You got a nice, beautiful home here. Thank you.
Okay, so this is our little casita. Should there's Mormon missionaries in the community,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes they stay in here, so I'm just making sure like it's not in disarray.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
That was
for sure.
awesome.
Yeah, I've got your number, so
Had a great sleep. Thank you.
yeah. See you, brother.
So yeah, hopefully I don't have to call you for a ride or anything. Thank you though. What a nice guy. The kindness of people. Well, there's a little spring in these bushes. I hear the water. GoPro, stop recording. 9,000 feet up. Well over. It's hard to breathe up here. Up here in Utah, the high country of Utah. It's a great state. I think this is the top of one of these peaks. I think I'll go downhill here for like 1,000 feet. But then I still think I gotta climb another 1,000 up. Oh man. This is great. This is really enjoyable, to be honest. It sounds like I'm having troubles, but it's good troubles. So there's this overlook off the side of the main road. Awesome. Hey cows, how y'all doing? GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Back on the road. Had a nice little lunch. Now I got some nice views. It says there's a vista point. Oh yeah, that's a vista point for sure.
Either way.
Sorry. Man, I want to go higher. Well, I'll be in Colorado soon and I should break 10,000 on multiple occasions. Should be fun. But Utah is awesome as well. Look at that mountain. I'm done with most of the climbing. It should be mostly downhill to the next town. I think it's called Torreyville or something like that, or Torrey. So this guy behind me in a van, I seen him a couple times yesterday, and I just seen him again. He's right behind me. He has a bicycle on top of his van, and he said that he's toured before. He drove up on me and we've had a conversation. I bet he'll drive up on me right now. It's awesome. I mean, the climbing was hard, but this is the best part. I'll see ya.
Hey, how many miles you got on so far?
Today I've only done 20. Over 6,000-7,000. Yeah, I still got a few thousand left.
I haven't done a tour that long. Well, it's been a couple grand. No.
Well, you said you toured on this road before, right? On a long one?
Oh yeah.
How long was that tour?
From San Francisco to Pueblo.
San Francisco to Pueblo. Cool. He said he rode through this road a while ago. This is a legendary road.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
U.S. people are.
You got a car to.
Wound up. It's more friendly down there.
I bet. I heard a lot of good things about Baja. Rough terrain though.
I did the Baja Divide.
Oh, cool.
And I did that about 3 times I was down there.
Look at that waterfall. Cool. All right, man. I'll see you though. See you. He had a conversation like that with me yesterday on the road. Well, on the same road, but way back. The rain is starting to get a little stronger. It's not complete cloud cover, but still, I could get soaked. It could get cold real quick. I'm up here 9,000 feet up. Percent gradient, next 1.5 miles down gradient, which is good. It stopped sprinkling. I'll feel a drop every now and then, but it's not really picking up right now. Still developing. We got a red light here. I'll try and go super slow so I don't have to unclip. I can just roll right onto it when it's green. Oh, I think the line of cars is coming. Dang it, it looks like I'm gonna have to unclip. Can't really track stand that well. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I can't track stand. So yes, I skipped them cars because I'm pretty sure on an 8% downgrade, it should be going pretty fast compared to them. Shoot, they probably would have let a cyclist through, you know? Like I'm thin enough to just get off wherever I need to get off, you know? Is it green?
I'll watch for you.
Go ahead.
You're gonna want to go. Yeah, you're gonna want to be on the other side.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if she waved me ahead at first or if she was waving that car behind her ahead, but she said I could go. To hit these going fast. That will give you some problems. Oh, it keeps going. This is a crazy descent. It's starting to sprinkle more and more. It's a little cold and it hurts a little bit riding this fast into it. descend. Oh God, you gotta go slow on these. Remember that. Do not bomb a hill and go over deep. I was in line with these guys. They're just now catching up. Those big vehicles always give you like a gust of wind. You gotta be careful passing them. That was a sick descent right there. Rocks are looking redder. It's like a new biome almost. I think we're gonna be in Capitol Reef National Park soon. Looks like we're back to civilization. There's a Subway, gas station. I'm gonna fuel up, and I'm taking this right, and I'll head to Capitol Reef National Park. So I think I'm coming into Capitol Reef National Park. It's a little bumpy. Look at the sign, Capitol Reef National Park. Twin rocks. I think that rock is called Chimney Rock. Makes sense. Ooh, I thought it was gonna be mostly downhill through here. About to ride this road. It's gravel. Goes around there. It only goes for a mile. Just some viewpoints out there. A small hike too. So I think this place is called Goosenecks or something like that. So now I'm on my way to Sunset Point. From the parking lot, it was only a third of a mile, which is not bad at all. Oh wow. It's a human who did that, not a Martian. It's starting to rain. I need to get up out of here. That's that view. Wow, all them colors. You see that? It's gonna rain. It's picking up. Oh yeah, it's picking up. Well, it's only sprinkling, but it's still kind of annoying, so I'll take shelter for a little bit, see if it clears up. If it gets worse, then I just gambled myself. It'll probably start flash flooding. It feels like a whole downpour, and this probably wouldn't be a good shelter. That's what I'm guessing. Feels like it could crumble. This is a crazy view. This is one of the craziest spots I've ever been on. Probably the sketchiest cliffside I've ever been on as well. Like these rocks, they're not that, like, see, they crumble. I feel like one wrong shift and this whole platform might collapse. Well, to be honest, it looks pretty solid. Oh my God, dude. That is so sketchy. But look where I am. A crazy spot. This is a super sketchy spot. Don't mind ask fly. There's nothing down there, at least that I see. But it literally takes so many seconds for you to hear that rock fall. I heard it that many seconds later. GoPro stop recording. Imagine just taking a nap here. Like just deciding that this is where you're gonna rest for the night. And it gets super dark out here. Like you'll see the whole Milky Way. Just lay down. This is a dope spot. It's so crazy. I'm so lucky to be able to explore these areas. The earth is unreal, man. This looks like Mars. I can't wait to explore the rest of the world. I'm overwhelmed. I wonder how life is down there. I wonder if any animals walk through there, such as mountain lions, coyotes, deer. The small river down there. These are called goosenecks, like these wild like turns in the rivers that go through the canyon. I haven't felt this that many times on this trip. Like, it's a crazy feeling I'm feeling now. Like, and oh my gosh, that's a crazy view. Oh my God, I'm speechless. How did I get over here? Oh shit. Let me get out of here. This place is great. I gotta keep riding. There's a storm coming tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, and I gotta be all the way in like the next town. There's like quite a big stretch. And supposedly the road might be closed, but I need to try my best to get across. Might be a bad storm. roofs. That sounds cool. Look, you see that little, I see one right there, right next to it. What is that? Maybe because it rained, you can't see much, but look. Is that an alien they drew or something? This place is beautiful. Capitol Reef National Park. Capitol Reef National Park. Look at that cave. Ooh, that bit looks spooky. It probably comes out on top too. Around every corner. Giant beautiful rock. It might be a long night tonight. Who knows? It's still early. I could end up tired and yawning in an hour. But I want to cover as much ground as possible and get as close to landing like before that storm comes tomorrow night. It's all downhill, just like a slight down gradient. Well, my Garmin says 0%, but I swear it feels like it. Just imagine it. This is like a couple hundred years from now on Mars. You know, like me and Elon Musk, we went to Mars and we took the Neuralink and he paved the road through it somehow. And I'm over here just testing it on my bicycle out on Mars. No, nobody out here, just me, making sure it's good for the public. It's a pretty great road. I approve.
Yeah.
Good job, Droney. This kind of reminded me of Death Valley a little bit. Yeah, tonight might be kind of spooky. Oh yeah, that's a good sign right there, downhill. This is about to be crazy though. I think so. I mean, I've never been here, but it's already crazy as is. I don't even know if the GoPro can see this with this light. GoPro, stop recording. You scared the shit out of me. What are you doing out here, dude? What up? Okay, that cow was super random. So it's like 9:45. I think I'm like 5 miles from the next town. I think it's called Hanksville or something. Hopefully there's a store open. It's pretty late. There might not be anything. So this is weird for Utah. There's a whole convenience store and gas station open at 10:30 p.m. They close at 12. What'd you say your name was?
My name's Adam.
Adam.
Yes, sir.
My name's Christian.
Christian, super nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you. So, I usually never accept rides. I hitchhiked once in Montana for like 40 miles. to catch up with some friends, and I regretted it. But this time, like, it's actually like kind of almost necessary, because if I were to bike from there to Blanding, there is a high chance I could probably get caught up in that storm. And those flash floods sound real dangerous.
Yeah,
but
man, this is the worst place to be in a flash flood. It only rains like 5 times a year down here, and this is one of those 5.
oh god, wow.
The earth doesn't do very well under drought conditions, and then when it rains, it really it's like liquid sand. You'd be in trouble pretty quick.
Wow. So yeah, Adam offered me a ride. He seen me at the gas station like 10:45 at night. So yeah, just accepted a ride from a stranger. Turned out to be cool though. Hopefully not a serial killer.
And no, don't worry about it.
But he said there's a beautiful road I'm missing out on, which sucks. But if it's for my safety, it was either that or stay in that previous town for like 2 or 3 nights, pay for hotels, and waste time. But here I'm on another adventure. Is there I read somewhere, I don't know, you probably obviously know more than me. I think there's like 10 dimensions they know of or something.
So yeah, there's like 12 dimensions,
12.
and that are active, and there's a 13th that we're going to activate in Russia.
In Russia?
Yeah, that's where the 13th chakra, or the 13th dimension is for some reason. I don't understand it, but that's where it is.
Like in Siberia. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't know, but I mean, that's what I mean. That's part of the cycle of Earth, right? And what's happening is you're seeing that space melt, right? Like feet of ice is now becoming land,
Water.
which is then becoming like sinkholes, right? In Russia, so you're seeing huge sinkholes, and I don't know exactly what that means, but it's that's where the 13th dimension is. Anyways. So yeah, what Earth is, or what Gaia is it's like a portal where multiple realities can exist, or the multiverse can exist at the same time. All right, so just like you have your reality, I have my reality, and tomorrow I'm gonna go on and do the things that are critical in my reality, and you're gonna do the same thing, right? And neither one of those realities have a negative or positive impact on the other in that moment. Right, but there will be moments when you'll like reference this conversation, and because we have a quantum entanglement, I'll be able to pick up on that energy. So I'll have some indication that there's something that's more than this. So that's kind of the same reference to 3D, which is a lower frequency vibration, to the 5D, which is where some of us are existing right now. Now, what's going to happen tomorrow is there's still going to be some residual 5th dimension that you'll be perceiving because of this interaction. And so tomorrow is going to be perfect, in every way. So
yeah,
you're going to see.
It's going to be a beautiful ride. My friend rode through here. Like, he's a couple weeks ahead of me, and he said that this was like one of the most scenic rides that he's been through.
From tomorrow, going from where we're at to height, literally like, if there's any place on the planet that I could be at any time with anybody, it would be right here. Like literally right here where we're at.
Yeah.
And driving from here to height is just like I could do it if like, man, I had my electric scooter in my other car, man. It might be tempting to like just like zip up here with you, like whoa.
Pull up.
But,
I'll be on the road somewhere.
I mean, it's in Salt Lake, so but. Yeah, so no, there isn't any place better to see, so it'll be a good night tonight. Good ride tomorrow. Whatever you want, man. I got some dabs loaded up here to that car.
I'll just do the fire for now.
Okay.
It's already lit.
What's your religious background? Christian?
Agnostic.
Where were you raised?
Apopka, Florida.
I even had to put Florida in there, huh?
You know Apopka?
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
I had to put Florida because, I mean, what do you mean? It's like, that's where it's at. It's close to Orlando.
Yeah, no, it's a religion that's like the name, even the name itself, like indicates the area that it's from, right? So we exist in our own realities, right? And the reality that I live in recognizes the multiverse, and that recognizes that your reality is as valid as my reality, right? Now, if I believe in the or choose to exist in that reality, it means also that somebody that's Christian, they could be correct as just the same as somebody that's Muslim. Both of those perspective realities are correct, and neither one of them are incorrect. They're just existing in a state where they overlap. So, just the organize. You're agnostic now, but when you were impressionable, your influence was somebody who was like local, So because just because of the name, it's what I,
What was this? Did I get being agnostic from someone local?
No, you
Really?
got agnostic because like you started thinking, right?
Yeah,
Like
just
you just
like,
don't know. You're right. Like, okay, I don't know if that's right or not, but I don't know. So there's got to be something out there, but I just don't know what it is. And like the reference of like bacteria is a great example, right? Like we have antibiotics, right? Penicillin is a great example. So penicillin has a very specific purpose, right? Does the penicillin know that it has a very specific purpose? Or does penicillin just like penicillin? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'd have to ask penicillin. And then it like sparks a deeper question. Does the penicillin know that the scientists created it?
what?
Right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. So then agnostic is like that same mentality, right? Like, but you are the penicillin, right? Like what you're admitting to is that there is a scientist out there. You just don't know what the fuck, right? Like, and you just can recognize that like like trying to comprehend the scientist is more than your bacteria brain can handle, and you just know that there's a scientist out there. That's agnostic, right?
I feel like maybe one day I will have a different like opinion. I don't think I'll be agnostic forever. Just now,
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
I
right?
mean, I
Like,
don't think it's any religion like
no, it's
that
not.
I've
It's
heard of.
it's none and it's all. Because like people are existing in their own reality, right? And so, in their reality, that religion is the right way to go, right? But for you, you're agnostic. So in your reality, you're open to whatever, right? So
No. I mean, I still try to be good.
yeah, no, yeah, you're
Or
right. Not to
what's this?
whatever. Like, hey, I'm down to like go kill some people. No, I'm not suggesting that. Like, if when I say like you're down, it's like if something like comes in, makes sense, checks your feel goods, right? Like, make sure like it checks out like. Does this feel okay, or does this feel what you would determine as right? Right? I would deem as like selfish or selfless, right? So selfless would be what most people would say like a good choice, right? But I had a hard time with things like, did Hitler think he was doing something bad? No, I don't think so, dude. Because if Hitler thought he was doing something bad, he probably wouldn't do it, right? Because he was like a good guy according to his own like reality, right? But what most people saw as a bad thing, I would deem as a selfish choice. There have been some entities that have ascended based on a selfish choice, and it requires a 49% or a 99% selfish choice. Genghis Khan was one of the few entities to ascend into a fifth density or a sixth density based on a selfish choice, right? Because everything's balance. Okay, like there has to be balance in all things. So for whatever, you know, selfish or bad or negative choices are out there, there's selfless, good, positive choices, right? Same thing, just using a different word.
So is it better to be positive or like neutral?
Oh,
We're
you
gonna
got
take
if
the balance.
you can't be neutral, you can't ascend on neutrality.
Okay.
You have to really pick a side and go. You know.
Yeah, positive.
So
No, I'm not saying, because I just had a conversation with some dude the other day about like some book he was reading on philosophy, but and he was like, but I try to like what I heard that kind of made sense to me is after like you die, you kind of go to the vibrational frequency like that you like are used to being at when you're on Earth,
mhm.
and I thought that kind of made sense. So like I just try to like feel like being in good vibes, good energy, you know.
Yeah, so you're 23, so you're at the cusp of like star seeds that have chosen a path that's easier. It's post the ascension, right? So going there was a moment in January, right, where like there was a rift in the third and fifth dimension, right, where it could have gone back into selfish choices or a lower vibrational frequency. Right, so there was enough of the shift to transition us away from, or get the momentum away from that third dimensional. So what we were seeing though was effectively like in my reality, we are all a piece of source. Okay, so source would be God. Source would be, you know, the primary, you know, the beginning, right? And then in order to reach additional densities or dimensions, one of the criteria was to have an ascension here on a 3D plane, right? In a meat shield, in this bag that we have. But the trick was is that upon reincarnating, there's a veil, and you would forget your previous life, so that you would have an authentic experience in the next, right? So when you die, basically you go back to that higher vibrational frequency that you were at, and then you basically look at the third dimension or the fourth dimension, just like you would look at this third dimensional object. See, you can see this whole entire caramel, right? Like, because you've experienced the third dimension, right? Just like this is a two-dimensional object, you can see that's a two-dimensional object. Okay, so you have 2D, you have 3D, and then we have 4D, that's time. Okay, so once you've experienced time, so experiencing meaning a start and an end, like a life and a death, then you can see time just like we can see this third dimensional object. Okay, so you'll be able to see the whole entire thing of time, right? Whereas right now we're experiencing time like this, right? And so as we age, as we get older, we can start seeing the whole picture, right? So that's experience, that's wisdom, that's, you know, and that's reincarnation, right? So then you die, you forget all that, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then you have to remember, and you have to learn the lessons that you didn't learn the last time, and pay back your karmic debt, right? Your karmic, like from the mistakes that you made when you were right here. Right, and so then we have this at source, we had this incredible game of hide and seek, and then we forgot who we were. Okay, there are some downloads that are coming in right now that actually are saying that that lower vibrational frequency was hijacked. So basically, it was manipulated, and we're stuck here. Right, and so some people say that's like the reptilians, you know, like you'll hear people say reptilians, right, or some kind of like different species, and I don't know exactly what that means, but there's a lower vibrational frequency entity that exists in the same reality that we exist, right, but in a different dimension. Okay, just like our reality is different dimensions, right? And they actually, just like we feed off of, like, you know, food, they feed off of lower vibrational energy, like fear. And so they hijacked us, and because of the veil, we forgot. And so we're trying to break out of that cycle. And now we've broken out of the cycle because we've had some help from, you know, call it the Arcturians, call it the Palladians, you know, some kind of, you know, interdimensional, you know, some
good
type
Anunnaki.
not the good. There's no Anunnaki are the creators. They're not. They have the technology. I don't know if they're necessarily the liberators. I didn't get the Anunnaki. Palladians and Octurian. Yeah, Octurians. Yeah, those are the races that were allowed to help because they figured out that the lower vibrational frequency cheated. They weren't supposed to have influence, and they influenced. So that's kind of what, with that help in January, is how we were able to break that cycle. But what was happening before that is we were reincarnating with a karmic, like, you look at it like the Hatfields and McCoys, right? Where there's this like family feud that's gone on for like 3 generations. Like that's just like the reincarnation. That's like what was happening, right? And we were fighting against each other. And there was a point in the 60s when the hippies had a chance to separate that lower vibrational frequency from the higher, but they didn't have balance. Okay, so they went all one side, right? They went too far. It was all about love. It was all about peace, right? Which is okay, but it didn't have enough balance. It didn't have enough third dimensional energy to counteract that 5D, and then it got corrupted through like sex and like guys talking that they're like prophets and can see the future and shit, and like tricking people into following them just so they can like get a blowjob and like see some titties and shit, like stupid bullshit like that. Where this time around, this time loop, we have another chance to see that separation, or we had another chance to see that separation, and because of communication, because of we would say divine masculinity, right? Instead of toxic masculinity. You've heard that phrase, right? So divine masculinity would be more in touch with our feminine side. Like it's okay to like feel feelings. It's okay to like, if you're sad, to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. Like what the lower vibrational frequency boomers would deem like, snowflake, or like, mental health or whatever. Like, yeah, man, like we have some fucking problems, dude, because your lower vibrational energy fucked everything up. It's a simple saying that hard times create great men create easy times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And then the cycle continues. And so you can even see that with the generation now that, when we talk about boomers, and then Gen Z or Gen X, and then millennial base, all the way down to the Gen Zs.
So you agree with that?
What?
That cycle?
Yeah, I mean it's how it works, And so but once you understand that there's a pattern, you can break that cycle, right? There's a way to stop that loop that's happening if you just make different choices. And so what has to happen is the millennial generation and they have broken that cycle. Okay, you're seeing them do a lot of work. They've legalized cannabis, right? So now cannabis is legal, which allows them to do a lot of that work, because like your generation definitely has like some residual echo trauma from that boomers. But the millennials, especially the earlier millennials and the Gen Xers, got fucked up. Like they got fucked up. They have like 3 wars. Like the largest transfer of wealth to any generation. At this point in the timeline, the boomers had like 40% more wealth. So the boomers are like greedily holding on to the wealth. You see the oldest political parties, like, and they're desperately attempting to clutch to power and doing everything they can to like maintain that level of boomer control. But the problem is they can't, the lower vibrational frequency can't stand to be in the presence of the high vibrational frequency. It doesn't they don't feed on it. It doesn't resonate with them, and they want to get away from that energy. And so the more people we have conversations like this, where it's like, it doesn't matter like what religion you are, it doesn't matter like what your personal preferences are, like that's dope, dude. Like let's agree to like, there's gonna be some things that we don't agree on, but let's focus on all the other fucking shit that we agree on. Like let's like figure that out, and all the other stuff that we don't agree on, like fuck it, like we'll figure that out later. But like let's focus on like what we agree on. Let's focus on like what we can collectively say is like a selfless choice or a good choice, right? And then collectively we can define that, and then we'll break that cycle of the 1%, the lower vibrational frequency controlling that energy. And that's where we're at right now, is they've lost that control. We had help from the Arcturians and the Palladians causing interference, allowing us to the light workers and light warriors to really do what we needed to do to help those first star seeds turn on their lights. So now it's just a matter of choosing love and not fear, and not like taking it like so far beyond